important for us to see what we can do in that very moment or latest in that very day, to do it quickly before that other rational voice of our brain comes in our mind and starts telling us all the things on why this is the worst idea or why it will not work out. Welcome everyone to LifewithLiza podcast. Our mission at LifewithLiza is to share people's stories and the challenges that they have overcome so that those who are listening in can get the strength, the courage and the hope to be the better selves. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that will differentiate whether you become a successful person or you will not become a successful person. And that is something that I've heard very recently, and it really gave me an interesting insight and one of the biggest success tips. And that is whether you will take action and how fast you take action and how easy it is for you to convince yourself to not take action. So let me explain that. So when we look at successful people, we often think they've been just the most talented or the smartest ones, or they just had this great insights. But truly what unites a lot of successful people is that they were taking action. They were not shying away from actually taking action. And what happens is that we can read lots of books and we can learn a lot of theory, but the true progress is made through actually taking action. And there is not a better teacher than action itself, because you get a direct feedback after taking action on whether what you are doing is working, whether it's not working, and then you can adjust course. And then have you ever had this moment where you're thinking, oh, I really should do this, and then you don't take action right away, and then you just find reasons why you should not be doing that, or why it will not work, or why it is a bad idea. Whereas originally you were quite excited about that, but then you convince yourself out of taking that action. And I remember with myself, if I don't take action right away, I'm not likely afterwards, after a few days, to take action on that thing that I just thought of. And I find that some ideas that sometimes we get almost our inner voice or someone like guiding us and pointing towards the things that we should be doing. And I feel when we do get that guidance or the voice saying like, do this, it's very important for us to see what we can do in that very moment or latest in that very day, to do it quickly before that other rational voice of our brain comes in our mind and starts telling us all the things on why this is the worst idea or why it will not work out. For example, I remember I've been wanting to go back home to Ukraine for a long time, and every time I would think, okay, I should book the tickets, and then I would not do it in that very moment, and I found myself just not doing it at all, and then my mind would come up with all these reasons why I should not do that. And then one day I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and I just did it in that very second, and then I had my tickets booked. So then in the end I did end up going back home to Ukraine, and it was because I listened to my voice and I listened to the fact that that was a good idea, that was something that I had to do, and I just acted on it right away. So here is the question of me to you in this episode. Where in your life did it already create, or where in your life you felt like you should have taken an action and then you did not take the action and actually did not serve you not taking the action? Try to recall a situation like that. And it is very important to have a memory of a situation like that, so that next time you're hesitating or you're doubting or you're not taking action right away, you can use the pain from that emotion, from when last time you didn't take action and then it did not serve you or create some kind of disservice in your life, and actually help your future self create a different decision in that moment when you'll be doubting whether you should do it, and you can just act on it quickly enough. And of course we're talking about positive actions in your life. We're not talking here about some impulses that you might have, but the positive things, maybe like going on that travel, or I don't know, meeting up with your friends, or going to see your family, or going to try out the dance class, something good and spontaneous that your inner voice is just telling you to do, and just to listen it in the moment and to trust it and to actually do it right away, so that you don't miss out on that action. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and I hope that you start listening more and more to your inner voice, and you stop putting barriers in between you and the action taken, and you just take action. Just let's do more and let's overthink less. Let's stop convincing ourselves out of action taken. If you want to post that video, if you want to go for the business, if you want apply for the job, stop overthinking. Just do it. I hope this episode gives you the courage to take that step. I hope this episode helps you to follow your heart. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and then I see you in the next one.